guys, I hope you guys are having a great day today. Today is going to be a little mini declutter, mostly on my base products. Some of these are like too orange and don't work for me. Some of them I just have not used and feel like I should pass along instead of hoarding them. And yeah, I also wanted to talk about my budget for the rest of the year. I have been on a no-buy for a couple months now. However, it doesn't bring me joy. I think I need to limit myself, but I don't think I need to completely cut myself off, so we'll go into that in a little bit too. If you're new here, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related. I am still learning a lot though, so I am constantly decluttering, trying new things. I recently found out that I was an olive undertone, so that's the main reason why I'm decluttering a lot of the foundations that I have. And yeah, if you are interested in this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already, and let's just hop into it. So we're going to start off with the mini declutter first. Like I said, a lot of these are base products that don't match me, I don't particularly love, they don't work for me, or I haven't used them, and so I don't think I necessarily need to hoard them if I'm not going to use them. These are all base products, so I will start off with concealer since I have only a couple, and we'll get into the other base products in a little bit. The first one I am going to declutter is the Rare Beauty concealer in the shade 260N. Again, not a good shade match for me. I do like the concealer. I know Rare Beauty does have an olive shade. I believe it's 240W. So maybe in the future I will purchase this again. I did like it. However, it's too orange. So I'm going to declutter this. The next item I'm going to declutter is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Light 2.8 Marron Glacé. So again, I really like the consistency of this concealer. I really like using it to cover up active acne things. However, the shade is also a little bit too orange. This one I cannot even color correct since it is like a cream concealer. I'm not actually sure if you can see that. I did a little swatch there, but it is slightly too orange, and because of that I am going to declutter it. This next item is something that I bought at the cosmetics company outlet store. I have swatched it once and I have not used. I still have the plastic in here. I am going to declutter this and give this to my mom since she is much deeper than me. Again, really deep, not my shade, you know, a little bit too orange. So I'm going to pass this to my mom. Hopefully she'll get better use out of it. I didn't actually say what this was. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Weightless Powder Foundation in the shade W56. My mom does enjoy like a powder foundation too, so I'm going to give that to her. I have quite literally never used it, so I am gonna go into my foundations now. This one is a little bit upsetting because it was really expensive. This is the Patrick Ta Cream Foundation and Finishing Powder Duo in the shade Light Medium 2. Again, this color is just not a good shade match for me. It is also like pretty deep for being light medium. Again, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's right there. The undertone is off. Just overall, not a great shade match. And again, it's a cream, so I can't put in any of my color correctors to try and fix that. I did like the product. If you have super oily skin, I don't recommend this. I did find this to be a little bit too slippy and slidey towards the end of the day, and it kind of rubbed off. So I probably wouldn't repurchase this, especially because it is so expensive. If you're interested in anything from Patrick Ta, I would definitely pick up his cream and powder blushes or his bronzing duo. The next item that I have here is the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body. This is in the shade N4. I know Face and Body is a pretty sheer product. However, when you do build this up, this is just not, it's not it. It's not a good shade match for me. And it is like sheer enough that I don't even think I need to have this in my collection. I do have a video coming up where I'm trying a different skin tint. I haven't received those in the mail yet, but you can see it's just a totally different undertone. The consistency of this is more watery than my other foundations and concealers, and because of that, I feel like mixing a color corrector in with it really changes the consistency and kind of takes away what face and body is actually about, if that makes sense. Like, this is supposed to be a super lightweight feeling skin tint, which definitely makes sense, but adding in the foundation corrector changes the consistency of it too much, and so I don't really love mixing that with this. This next item is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. Well, one, it doesn't match me, but two, I'm going to throw this away because I've had it for a couple years now. I feel like the consistency of it has really changed and I think it's gone bad. It's unfortunate though because I do have a ton of this, but I never really liked this enough to reach for it, and so I probably won't repurchase. You know, ColourPop is super affordable. I just think that I don't need it in my collection and I don't want to hang on to it just because I've had it for so long. And again, the shade match is just too warm for my skin tone. The next item here is the Undone Beauty Matte Unfoundation Matte Tint. This one I really liked this product. Again, shade match is not there. Undone doesn't have a ton of shades at Ulta, which is kind of unfortunate because if I had a shade that worked better for me, I would really like this. It is supposed to be a matte skin tint, which isn't really found on the market these days. So the idea of the product is really intriguing to me. I just wish they had more shades that I could work with. I have mine in the shade Soft Beige Medium, which is a bit too cool toned and a bit too pink, and so it makes me look a lot paler than I actually am. I would consider repurchasing this in a different shade if I could find a shade that matched me better. I think I'd have to go into an Ulta and swatch them though, because the Ulta pictures aren't great at helping you find your shade. They're very, like, they don't have swatches of all of the shades and they don't have models of all of the shades either. So it's just really confusing. I would definitely need to go into a store to try and find a shade that matched me better though. I did really like this though. I think the formula is really nice. I wouldn't say it's completely matte. I would say it's more like a skin-like finish, but it doesn't match. And so I'm going to pass this along. I am really considering repurchasing this though. And the last item that I'm decluttering is actually my Fenty Eavesdrops in the shade 9. Again, I do really like the product. It's just not my color. It's not. And this one I probably could mix with a color corrector. Actually, I changed my mind about this. I am actually going to keep this. I really like the way this feels. I am going to mix it in with the color corrector. It's like slightly too orange. I don't think you can see that. It is slightly too orange, but I love the way that this blurs my skin. So I am going to keep this. If I were to ever repurchase it though, I would definitely try and find a different color. I'm not sure if Fenty Beauty has any olive toned skin tints, but I will definitely look into that. I do like this product though. It's a really good product. So now that we have the declutter out of the way, let's talk about my budget for the rest of the year. So I have determined that I will have a $50 budget per month for new projects. I know that I don't typically buy one product at a time. Because of that, I am just kind of lumping everything together and saying that I have $600 to spend this year. That seems like a lot when you really think about it. $600 is a lot of money. However, I do think I can afford that. So I have $600 to spend the entire year. I cannot go over that. Gift cards do not count. But I am committing myself to that budget. If I am not spending a certain amount of money one month, it rolls over. It all rolls over. It's just one lump sum of $600 for the entire year. I have used about half of that already, which is insane because it's March. And that is specifically because I have 2 full face of blank videos planned. I have bought the products for those full face videos, and those ended up being around $300. I am not going to be spending any more money the rest of this month. However, I know the Sephora VIB sale usually starts around beginning of April. I'm going to limit myself to $50 of my own money for the Sephora VIB sale. I do have a $100 gift card to Sephora that I am not including in that. So it'll be $50 of my own budget, so like $150 total. I don't have a ton of things I have my eye on at Sephora right now. The one thing I do have my eye on is a fragrance. However, that fragrance is pricey, so I might skip out on that and maybe ask for that for like a gift for my birthday or something instead of me purchasing it myself. And if I don't purchase that, everything that I have in my like loves list on Sephora is underneath that, so is underneath $100. So I think that is doable. I think that sets me up well to go on for the rest of the year with only spending $300. Again, I know that sounds like a lot of money. However, your finances are your own personal finances. I think this is something that's doable without being too restrictive. I think that this basically means like one high-end product a month or several drugstore products a month. And I think that makes sense to me. I don't know if I'm explaining this well. But yeah, so I have 2 full face videos planned. They are coming up. I think I have one coming up this month and one coming up next month. And then for the rest of the year until December, I will have $300 to work with to figure out what I want to buy, what I don't want to buy, etc. As with my no buy rules from before, gift cards and points don't count in my opinion if I want to redeem my points. Basically, this only goes towards like credit card purchases, things that end up on my credit card. I'm hoping that having this budget will help me be more creative with my channel while also keeping me in track of my collection, because I know that I have a lot of products, and I know I just did a declutter. The declutter was not meant to make room for new products. The declutter was meant to pass on products that I don't use, don't get a lot of use out of. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I don't want it to seem like I'm constantly decluttering just to bring in new products. I think one of my main goals for my collection and my channel is to be really happy with the collection that I have and really appreciating all of the pieces that I have in my collection and really getting like a lot of joy out of the pieces in my collection. So if it doesn't bring me joy, I don't want to keep it and let it go to waste. I'd rather donate it to someone who wants it, someone who needs it, that sort of thing. So I hope this budget will help me bring in new things that I enjoy, but I hope that this also reels me in and really gets me to focus on what I'm spending my money on. If you follow me on TikTok, I just did a video decluttering my closet, and I ended up donating 3 whole garbage bags of clothes. That seems insane to me, specifically because I try to go through my closet every like 2 years, even every 1 year. Like I try to make sure that I'm not buying like a ton of stuff. But 3 bags is insane. I definitely need to cut back on my clothing spending. I have pretty much decided that I am no longer buying clothes for the rest of the year, and I've been trying to curate the pieces that I have to be more of a staple in my collection rather than like buying trendy pieces. So I've been trying to buy more neutral colors, more styles and fits that I think will last a much longer time. And so I'm basically trying to get my entire life to be kind of like this, where I just have a set number of things that I really enjoy and really like, and basically just have more of a curated collection. I know I've said that before. I just want my collection to be curated towards me. I want all of the things that I have to bring me joy, and I don't want to spend money just to spend money on trends and trendy products like that. So I am hopeful that this will work out for me. I think that doing it this way will definitely give me more of a curated collection. And yeah, if you guys are doing anything similar, please let me know. I would love to know all your tips and tricks. I do think I have been okay at the no-buy thing. I just don't think it's for me. I think doing the no-buy helped train me to be more conscientious of the products that I am buying. However, I don't think a no-buy is sustainable for, not sustainable, that is not the right word. I don't think the no-buy is exactly where my heart lies. Like, I do like trying new products, trying new things, but I don't want that to get out of hand. So I think having a budget is where my heart lies. I hope that made sense. I feel like I just rambled on for like 20 minutes. So we're just gonna stop here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already. I am gonna start posting 2 times a week now, so I will be posting on Mondays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Be sure to hit the little notification button down below, the little bell icon, if you don't want to miss any uploads. I would love to know all of your thoughts down in the comments below. Pretty please send me all your tips and tricks for not over consuming. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye!